This was insane to witness, as this close game with mixed performances could have major implications to how this year plays out. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Today was game one of the doubleheader, and we're going to talk about it in just a second. Before anything, stick around to the end of the video because we do have some post-game fan reactions where I get you guys, the fans, involved. Post on Twitter, post on the subreddit, maybe you'll be featured on the channel, and as always, please subscribe. I'm a little low energy today. I'm a little sick. So sorry. So bear with me a little bit. But game one was a very mixed bag of emotions, right? Like, it started off really nice. Everything was fun. And then it slowly started, like, falling off until, like, heartbreak territory. And then when that one play got overturned, I was like, well, going to have to make an angry video. Because I don't want to say I didn't have faith in Suarez. But let's just say he hasn't given me a lot of things to keep the faith about him. So before we get into it, let's just do our AJ Cassavell recap. Final: Padres 6, Phillies 4. Phillies put the tying runs in scoring position in the ninth after a review kept them alive, but Robert Suarez punched out Kyle Schwarber to end it, making a winner out of former Philly Nick Pivetta. See you in 2 hours for Game 2 at 3:15 Pacific time. So, yeah, a good Padres win. That was very scary. That was very scary and absolutely stressful. But let's talk about our lineup today. Pivetta, still hot. We love that. Good or lucky offensive game. I just want to touch on that, but we'll talk about that. And is it time to give Suarez a break? I don't mean just like in general. I mean like in the closer role, because it might be time, right? Hello, Machado. We'll talk about you right now. I pressed the wrong button. That's okay. So I'll talk about Pivetta first, I guess. So these were the last two starts for Nick Pivetta. 13 innings, 10 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks, 16 strikeouts. National League leading 9th win of the season, which is crazy to think that Pivetta is leading the league leading the NL in wins. But I mean, we'll take it any day of the week. So yeah, you can see his his stats obviously. 7 hits isn't anything crazy. Like, it's not like he was super dominating today like he normally has been. But I mean, he definitely got the job done, and the Phillies do have a very dangerous lineup. So absolutely, only 1 earned run off of the Schwarber home run. We'll take that. I mean, 6 strikeouts still good. So like, this is the kind of game that we definitely needed from Pivetta. And I feel like I was watching the post game recap or whatever you call it from the end of the game, because someone called me out the other day about me not watching post game because I get straight into the videos. But I was actually watching it. I forgot the point I was trying to make. I'm so sorry, y'all. My brain is so foggy right now from this sickness. What was I trying to say? I think I was just trying to say that he wasn't great today, but when we needed him the most, he didn't vanish like the Avatar, but he stepped up and he made some good pitches, and we won the game thanks to him and our offense and the Phillies' bad pitching at the beginning. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about that. So let's talk about the offense real quick. Like I said, today's lineup. Good or lucky offensive game. So yeah, I kind of showed you this already. The Padres are 5-0 this season when they earned 7+ walks. This was in the middle of the game, so I'm pretty sure now it's 6-0. Which makes a lot of sense. If we had a loss on that with 7+ walks, I would probably crash out. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy for our plate discipline. But the only player to really hit with runners in scoring position today was Machado. And everything else, I'm pretty sure, was just walks. Oh no, not in the 4th inning, but I mean, we'll take walks. You know what I mean? Like, we'll always take walks. I'm not saying that I dislike scoring from walks, but I don't know how much, because we were still, I think it was 2 for 9. Let me double check. With runners in scoring position today, which isn't like awful, but it's definitely not like incredible. Yeah, so Machado with the runner in scoring position, and Jackson Merrill had a hit with a runner in scoring position. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Was today a good step forward for the Padres fixing their runners in scoring position problem, or was it just like another normal game mixed with like a bunch of walks? Does that make sense? So yeah, Abel was not able to throw any strikes today, so we'll absolutely take that. 5 earned runs on 5 walks. So yeah, I don't know if I can call it a lucky day or a lucky day or a good day. But again, a win is a win. I don't really care how we score runs as long as we're scoring runs. So maybe I'm just chatting. I don't know. I was gonna say a word, but That's whatever. Sorry, sick brain me is awful. Manny Machado now 5 hits from 2,000, which is insane. Lines a bases clearing double in the left field corner. The Padres have a 5-0 lead in the second. Yeah, so Manny Machado being close to 2,000, absolutely love that for him. I wonder how he is on like all time hit leaderboard for the Padres, because obviously Tony Gwynn's I'm 90% sure is number one. I'm sure there's some other Hall of Famers in there. But long-time Padre wise, I wonder. I didn't look it up, but I wonder. Yeah, so let's talk about the bigger thing I wanted to talk about today. Robert Suarez, who did not look great again. And is it time to give Suarez a break so we can see from his start? We can point out Hoeing real quick. I mean, Hoeing today didn't look fantastic, but it's his third game back from being injured, so we'll take pity on him. But Suarez, on the other hand, he's been pitching all year, and obviously, yeah, he's a little tired. His ERA is now over 4. So is it time to give Suarez a break? So let's look at his past 8 appearances. Disastrous implosion in Arizona, allows a walk-off home run to Will Smith, pitches a third of an inning against the Dodgers, allows a run, drills Ohtani, and gets ejected/suspended. Hit plus walk allowed and a shaky save against the Royals. Really good outing against the Nationals. 2 walks allowed and a shaky save against the Reds. 4 hits plus a walk allowed and a blown save against the Reds. 3 hits plus a run allowed and a shaky save against the Phillies. Not great. And this was a reply to that same comment. His pitches don't move. You can't expect to last all season with just a fastball and a very poor changeup. He has no good movement pitches. Of course, batters have figured them out. His only hope was batters chasing outside the zone, which they are clearly learning not to do. Unless your name is Kyle Schwarber. Thank you for swinging at that horrible, god-awful pitch. Because I'm noticing recently that Suarez, and everyone's been noticing, that Suarez has no control on his fastball right now, and he keeps throwing up in the zone. He's been throwing up in the zone a lot. And first of all, it's a dangerous place to miss. It's either you miss small, or like when you throw up, you either have to miss big, like get way off, because if you throw it high and in like the perfect position, a batter can smack the living heck out of it. So it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game pitching high, and when you have no control of that high fastball, bad things happen. So yeah, and I mean, people were complaining about the Machado tag, saying it wasn't out. It didn't look like it. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's hard being a Padres fan when you feel like the replay review is always against us. But I'm sure that's just Padre fan bias. I'm sure every fan base feels that way. But yeah, so let's talk about replacements, right? So obviously there's Adam, and then obviously there's Morahone. And if you want to throw Estrada in that hat, feel free. I don't think so. So a lot of people want Morahone, and I don't blame you, but I want to show you this. I had the same exact thought, but I also found it in a tweet, so I'm sure you guys will say I'm just copying what they said on the tweet, but I promise you I thought this too. A serious conversation to be had about to demote Suarez for Adam. I wouldn't put Morahone at closer because you want the flexibility to use him earlier versus a tough part of the lineup, or you could do a closer by committee. Yeah. So I think Adam would be a better fit because A, he has experience being a closer, and B, he's only like a 1 inning pitch guy. He only pitched like 1 inning, right? But I like about Morahone is that he can go 1 innings. If he wanted to, he can go 3 innings. You can put him in the 6th. You can put him in the 9th. You can put him like in the 4th if you wanted to, and you can get him out of sticky. You can use him to get out of sticky situations. I think Morahone's best trait and how we're maximizing his skills is by plugging him in where he's needed. And if we confine him to a closer role, I feel like that takes away some of his value, in my opinion. So I think Adam would be a better mix. And I saw some people complaining about why we didn't take out Suarez sooner, but you gotta remember there's a second game in like an hour from now, so we gotta save our bullpen. Yeah, there's an off day tomorrow, but like still, our bullpen's already tired as is. I don't think we just want to start throwing out arms like willy nilly on a 2-game series. Willy nilly, is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm so foggy. You know what's really okay? Off topic. You know what's really funny? For the life of me, when I was watching the game today, I could not remember if we've already played the Phillies. I first like the entire like first 5 innings, I thought this was game 1 of the series, and I completely forgot about Matt Waldron's start. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, sick brain me is not fun. But yeah, I can show you that in a sec. But yeah, I think it's definitely time to give Suarez a break. I don't think if there's a close game later today, I don't think Suarez should close it. I think Adam should. I think that would have been the plan anyways, but I think my point is that in the future it should be Adam for at least till after the All-Star break, I think. People are saying trade Suarez. I don't think we need to trade Suarez. I mean, one thing you got to realize about Suarez is that man throws 100 miles per hour, and he's 34 years old. Like, that's pretty old to be throwing 100 miles per hour. Like, even Chapman. I mean, Chapman did have a little bit of uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Revitalization. Oh God, I can't think right now. But like, he wasn't throwing 100 when he was Suarez's age, but now he kind of came back to it. But my point being is that he's old, but he can still throw really well. So I do think there's value to Suarez, and I don't think dumping him or trading for him or trading him away would be a good idea. But that's just me. But yeah, let's talk about this real quick for like 2 seconds. I saw Alex Verdugo got designated for assignment. He's a left fielder, and he will be cheap. Should AJ Preller get him? No, he sucks. He's awful. He'd be worse than what we have right now. I just wanted to point that out before I see any of you guys talk about how we should sign him. No, he sucks. I just want to get that out the way. He's awful. No, do not sign him. Okay, now that's out of the way. One more picture. Let's just look at what's happening later today. Dylan Cease versus Cristobal, something like that, Sanchez. So Sanchez, obviously really good and a left-handed pitcher, so that's not a good recipe for the Padres. And Dylan Cease has not been great for most of the season. So basically, we got to lock in. Dylan Cease has got to lock in because I'm not saying, well, yeah, actually, I am going to say we need to win this game because then we lose the series if we don't. So win this game. Please pitch well. Please hit the ball. Please hit against lefties. That's all I'm asking for. But yeah, let's just talk about our Friar Faithful Freed real quick, and then we'll move on to the end of the video, whatever. But Adrian Morejon should be an all-star, absolutely. Will he be an all-star? Probably not, because they care more about closers and relievers, but he absolutely deserves it. He has, 19 straight scoreless innings or something like that. 2 errors and getting out hit 12-5 rarely results in a win, so we'll certainly take it. Big outing for Cease tonight. Let's keep it rolling, absolutely. A win's a win, but it definitely wasn't pretty. I think we got very lucky here. Bogaerts is batting better than Fernando, which is a surprise. Which is a sad surprise, but also a good surprise. It's good that Bogaerts is hitting better than Tatis, but it's not great that Tatis is not hitting better than Bogaerts. So it's a very slippery slope. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for the sick brain. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have to go out of town for work later today, so I'm not going to be able to make a video about Game 2. At least until I get back, so I'll probably have a video out for that tomorrow morning. Just FYI, so if you care. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. How do you feel about Suarez? Is it time to demote him? Is it time to boot him? How do you feel about Morejon closing, or do you want Adam closing, or who do you want closing? And how do you feel about Pivetta? Are you happy he's great? You should be. And the offense, was it a good game or a lucky game? Let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, please subscribe and go Padres. Thank you for watching.